So here's a fun little concept for you. We're going to go A through E, so that's the letter A through to the letter E. And with the letter A, we're going to start with actualization. Actualization is exactly what we're meant to do from a place of realizing the self and actualizing the self for who we're meant to be, and from a place of soul alignment. And then we have the letter E, which is how we get to that stage. And we actually get to that stage through the experiences. And the experiences that we have are tailored for that growth, and they're tailored for that actualization. Many of us have these experiences, and then these experiences themselves, they then don't lead to lessons, learning and actualization. And that's the key to the next part of the actual process. When we have a look at the A through E, we then have to cover obviously the B, the C and the D. When we have a look at the B, C and the D, life is basically the C, or the flow, from the perspective of a body of water or the emotion. We then have the B and the D, which are the two end points, but obviously one of those points is a starting point while the other one is an end point. When we have the actual flow through life, and that's why obviously the C is in the middle of the A through the E, then we have the B and the D, which are ultimately birth and death. And then what we do is we actually navigate all of our actualization through to the experiences from the perspective of the entire concept. And then when we get to the point of the actual concept of running, we have multiple phases whereby the C is actually choice. Because the C is choice, then we can choose whether we actualize, or we can choose whether or not we have certain experiences. Then those choices are tailored around multiple experiences of birth or rebirth and death. And then that is not a physical death necessarily, even though the timeline that we operate from the place of actualization through experience is through the end point, which is the physical death. It's actually the point of multiple occurrences while we actualize through these experiences that then lead you from a place of multiple births and multiple rebirths of the new identity as you shift through the old mechanisms, the old coping strategies, and then we get to the stage whereby we're in essence changing and shifting the identity from a place of removing that sense of self, and then removing that sense of self then leads us through to new experiences, and then those new experiences then filter through into new phases of life, which then give us new choices, which then give us the opportunity to have yet another birth or a rebirth of that next version of self, through once again to the point of actualization. So there's something to think about. Let me know in the comments if that resonated, or whether or not you think there's anything else that needs to be added, or go with it. But as always, until next time, trust the process, and it's bye for now.